What's up, guys? Welcome back to some Foundation Standard here on the channel. We're almost ready for Aether Drift, but until then, we're going to try and find some more spice along the way. And I gotta tell you, this deck definitely checks that box off. First and foremost, shout out to Jim Davis, Jim DMTG. You can find his, Twitch, YouTube channel, all that good stuff. Created this Naya equipment deck, and it's an absolute banger. So the idea here is you have this kind of equipment package, specifically like the card you were sort of building around. You kind of start here with Leyline Axe, which is if you have it in your hand, you can start with it on the battlefield, give your creature +1/+1 double strike trample. But most importantly about this card, it is a free artifact and a free equipment, and that's what we are trying to formulate a lot of our draws around. So first and foremost, the next piece of the puzzle here is Kemba Kha Enduring. If you start with Leyline Axe and you play Kemba on turn 2, you can auto-equip the axe, and you now have a 4/4 double strike trample on turn 2. That's pretty good. Also, if they tap out and they don't have cut down available, they can't cut down it on their next turn because it's now a 4/4. So that's pretty cool. And a lot of these equipment-focused decks are just specifically Boros. We are actually going really deep into 3 colors here. We're not really just splashing Llanowar Elves. This is a full-fledged Naya deck. But green does give you access to Elf with this many powerful 3s. Elf makes a lot of sense. And the other thing you have to realize is Pawpatch Recruit also kind of happens to be a 3-drop. You do want to be casting this with Offspring a lot of the time to get the full value out of it. And it's very hard for your opponent to interact with, where if you have 2 Pawpatches in play, they kind of need to kill the Pawpatches first. But if they do that, if they kill one Pawpatch, you get to distribute 2 counters on something else, ideally not the Pawpatch, and they kind of still have to respect the other one. So this card just gives you a ton of power spread out among any creatures you would like in any sort of way. So it really kind of lets you shove all on one creature if you have a Leyline Axe, or you can spread it around and make your attacks a little bit better. So it gives you some flexibility there. The other card that I want to highlight here is Chainsaw, where this is an equipment, and when it enters, it deals 3 to a creature, and every time a creature dies, you get a counter on the Chainsaw. Now that pairs very nicely, again, with Leyline Axe, where if you have a high power creature with Chainsaw, give it +1/+1 double strike trample, those are good abilities to have on a big creature. You see what I'm doing here? The other cool card here, another one, Meria, Scholar of Antiquity. So this lets you tap an artifact to add a non-token artifact to add a green mana. Now, again, you have free equipments in the form of Leyline Axe. If you Meria with a free equipment on the battlefield, that's plus mana. So more synergy with Leyline Axe. The list that you see here has Mabel, Heir to Cragflame. I don't remember exactly what got cut, but I'm pretty sure the initial list didn't have Mabel in it, so you may not see the Mabel or the Ironcrag in the first couple of games. I made a ton of changes to this as I was playing games with it. There's a lot of cards that I wanted to try out, so the list that you see in front of you may or may not be the list that you see in some or all of the games throughout this video. So don't yell at me in the comments. I'm warning you now. I'm telling you. You have a Kadeen, which not the flashiest card. It is a 2-mana 2/2, but the important keyword here is Trample. Trample, very good when you're combining it with Chainsaw and other equipments and things like that. You have Kutzil, which says your opponent can't cast spells during your turn, and whenever a creature with power greater than its base power hits your opponent, you get to draw a card. Well, it turns out in an equipment deck, you have a lot of ways to increase the base power of your creatures. So again, just a lot of synergy kind of baked in here. Lavaspur Boots to give your stuff haste, Collar to give Death Touch and Lifelink. Lifelink, good with high power. There's an Ironcrag in here because there is a decent number of legends. I thought it would be kind of cool as a one-of because the equipment just gives your creature +3/+3 for 3 mana. Again, higher power, good with trample, good with double strike. Rebel Salvo is kind of our removal spell, because if you have 2 equipments, this thing only costs 1 mana to deal 5. Very importantly, it kills Kaido the turn it pluses. So that is huge. And that is pretty much it for the main deck. The mana base probably still needs some work here, but there's, a Ridgeline, a Bivouac, couple of Plazas, couple of Mirexes, the 8 green fast lands to pair with the elves and the Pawpatches, and then some assorted other dual lands. The mana is certainly the shakiest part of this deck, where I had some games where, you know, can't exactly cast all of your spells on time, but it's a work in progress for sure. As far as the sideboard, you have some Graveyard Hate with Ghost Vacuum, Sheltered. If you're playing white, you have to have this card somewhere in your 75 against red. Liege for the Hopeless Nightmare decks, another Torch, good against red, couple Destroyables, a Flanker, a Loran, a third Kutzil, and 1 copy of Dissection Tools. Lifelink, very good against red. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the deck tech here. This deck is sweet, and there's a lot of different ways that you can really take this approach, a lot of cards that you can change around. Again, you'll see, I think that it might even be possible that every match this league has a different configuration, because I was just changing cards after cards and game after game. A lot of different ways you can go about this, so keep that in mind when you're watching the video. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. Alright, Sam's not going to be as rude. Ooh. This hand's nice. I can fuck with this hand. Okay. Chainsaw. Rum. Are we going to put more basics in? No, because only psychopaths play Field of Ruin. Normal people don't play Field of Ruin, okay. Oh yeah, it's much different than Arena. It was fun, though. I had a great time. What do you think they have? I'm gonna do this. Trigger. The chainsaw is also getting huge. Revving up the chainsaw big. Massive chainsaw. Oh, true. I guess it's actually it's Demolition Field, not Field of Ruin. I kind of want to do this first, because if they have some piece of interaction, they're going to do it now. Okay. So this leads me to believe... Whoops, I can't play that. They probably have Curiosity. Is that trade good for me? I think it is. Yeah, I think this trade's good for me. Just because they don't really have a lot going on, you know? I guess the alternative is I don't attack, they play Curiosity, then I just don't block, which is also kind of fine. That's a huge pickup. Chainsaw's on 4. Exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. So if I do it on their turn, I still can't play the card on my turn. So let's just equip the Chainsaw to the 1/1. And then if they let me go to combat, leave back the 2/1. Sure. Again, I'm fine with these trades. I'm pretty sure these are good exchanges for me. This chainsaw just keeps on growing. You better watch out for the chainsaw, Sam. I know you're scared of the chainsaw. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go here. And here? Attack at both. Oh, I should have swapped them, right? Yeah, I should have swapped them. I should have put the axe in the Meria and then the chainsaw in the Pawpatch. That'd have been a lot better. Yeah, this is horrible, because now they can just trade Soulstone for Meria, which I don't really want to do. Okay, I messed that up. Should have swapped those. Sure. TikTok. I'm axing next turn. You better believe that. Come on, they never draw Go for the Throat here. 0 chance they draw Go for the Throat. You just gotta believe. Come on. I know you didn't draw it, Sam. Bang. 10 power, double strike, trample. Easy. Easy. So, normal Dimir, not bounce, right? From what we... I mean, I guess it could still be bounce. We don't really know. But it's like, I don't know if I want to board into Lieges unless I know for a fact they have Nightmare. That's the big difference there. I mean, do I want any of these cards against Dimir? Maybe Torch? Your opponent can't cast spells during your turn. One or more creatures you control with power. Could be okay. It doesn't have a cut down, which is nice. This might be a War-Whip out kind of matchup. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah. I'm in there. I am in there. Go Boots first. I mean, this is this is quite the curve. Okay. Can't get cut down. Huge. I deploy a 4/4. Double strike trample. Opponent casts Go for the Throat. Oh, I'm taking it. You know, not the best draw. I'm going to be honest. Pawpatch. Pawpatch is kind of nice with Kutzil. I like that. That's some good synergy. You got a curiosity? Of course! Okay. That's fine. It's really not fine. It's actually not fine at all. It's really not fine. We gotta probably try and race it, right? I could send the Pawpatch in with both Axe and Boots on it. Hit them for 8. Then they just draw 3. I mean, we're dead. But we could pretend like we're not dead. We can pretend. Alright, come on, Pawpatch. You got some work to do, buddy. You got a lot of work to do. Sure, draw 3. See if I care. That's fine. I could beat 3 cards. What are you going to do with your 7 cards, Sam? Could you possibly do with your 7 cards? Come on. Can't be that bad. Sam does nothing. Well, that's arguably scarier than anything else they could have done. Alright, let's go to game 3. Definitely not going to have double Siren plus Curiosity this time. This hand's nice. I would like to ask you a question. Excuse me. Oh. The Salvo, huh? Alright. 2 mana, 4/4 double strike. And trample. Your turn. I still don't really want to trade for the Siren. Let's just go to combat. You're playing cards I've never seen before. They're good cards, I think. Maybe. Alright, this Pawpatch. Go in the distance. Going the distance. Combat. Sure. You see, the problem is kind of just dead if they have Curiosity. But they don't have Curiosity. Come on. No way they have Curiosity. I mean, I'm blocking. My throat is like killing me all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. Well, I mean, I guess we just do Astor. Bro, what is this? What is this? Alright, your turn. Nice card, by the way. What an awesome card. I mean, we got to equip the axe for one, so that's something. We did bottom like 7 bricks, though, right? I think there was like 5 lands, a Kadeen, and a Pawpatch. Oh! Well, I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, I'll attack you for 18. They can double block the Pawpatch, I guess. Yeah, if they double block the Pawpatch, they can trade for it, but they would take 4, 8 minus 7 is 1, plus they would take 11. Damn, okay, Astor's kind of nice. I'm liking the Astors. They just took it? They only have 11, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, but I'm at 12. 11 is not 12. That's why I attacked. So they could deal me 11 if they want, but... I guess more realistically, they just find 2 kill spells. But I feel like if they had a kill spell last turn, they wouldn't have played the Curiosity, so they probably didn't have one in hand. So they likely have to find 2 kill spells. It's certainly possible. It's maybe even probable. But I don't think I had a different line. I gotta try and put him on a 2-turn clock. I wonder if there's a way they can survive with just 1 kill spell. I mean, like, kill spell Flood Pits, but that kind of counts as 2 kill spells. Right, yeah. Yeah, you have to put him on a 2-turn clock there. They didn't find 2 kill spells. Easy. Easy. I mean... We have an axe. Is this good enough? I'm on the play? No, this hand's not good enough. Going to 5. Hey, at least all of my hands have had axe. Rotation happens in September, I believe. Hexgold Halberd. We were just talking about that card. That's so funny. We were considering playing Hexgold Halberd in this deck, and then that's one of the trivia questions. That's awesome. It's like they know. Wait, they're watching the stream. Chat, they know. Dark Ascension was 2012? I know too many things. Alright, Torch my ass. Sheltered by Ghosts. This is lifelink, so I guess we'll do that. Gotta cut 5. Probably is not a Kutzil matchup. Kutzil's kind of slow. And we can go -1 ass. Tor. Should be August like last year. See, I thought they changed it now. When are they changing rotation to beginning of the year? Is that not till the year after? What do you think about this hand? We have Sheltered, and I have a creature to put Sheltered on. Problem is we have no equipments. Still gonna keep it, though. Sheltered is just that good against red. Name the card with the flavor text. If only it had 3 brains, too. No idea. It's gotta be zombie something, right? You would think. Goblin Mutant. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you what that card, what set that card's from. Alright. Kemba and cross the fingers. I mean, this is just sometimes what happens when you're on the draw against red. You just have to cast your cards and just pray to God that it works out. Okay, I'm a little scared. I'm becoming increasingly more and more scared as each turn passes. Okay, never mind. We win. Well, we don't win, but... Seven. Get rid of this. They do draw a card off that. We go to 10. Actually, we're still kind of fucked. We're still not in that good of a spot, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think Aether Drift comes out, what, like first week of February, I believe? Previews start this week. Monday, I think, is the first preview stream. Lithomanthic Barrage. Alright, we're dead. We are dead. We do get to be in the play this game, though. Yeah, mid-February. So what, 3 weeks of previews then, if they're starting this week? So last week of January, first 2 weeks of February? Or, I guess 2 weeks of previews. Yeah, 2 weeks of previews. It joined as I'm watching a top 10 worst songs of 2024, and this is one of them. What are you saying? Are you saying the video that you're watching does not have good taste? That's what I think you're saying. That I don't know. I know they didn't have early access for... They didn't have early access for Duskmourn, right? But they did for Foundations, I believe. God, this is so awkward. Because I can't whip and hold up Torch. This is so awkward that I don't have a second Red Saurus. I think we just have to send the Kemba in that case. This feels bad, but... We call it an acquired taste. Alright, Abby, that's all it is. It's an acquired taste. You like the Weeb Elf? Jesus! Alright, opponent is plotting their revenge. I mean, next turn is not going to be pretty for us. So, about next turn, yeah. This is not going to be a good turn for us. Now I'm definitely scared. Bro, chill! Stop! Just start casting spells, please. Yeah, no, I think you're right, Beekeeper. I think MTGO had early access for DSK, but not Arena, which is very strange. You would think it would be the other way around. I mean, I guess the good news is they only have one card in hand, but that's like the only good news. Next turn we're gonna take like it's pretty bad, but you can see all 5 cards plotted. Like you just know at some point it's gonna be painful, and that point is probably next turn. Well, I guess we're gonna go Whip, hold up Salvo. Pretend like it's good enough. It's not gonna be good enough, but surely this is the turn, right? Yeah, okay. Well, huh. The question is, how bad is it? I can kill one of them at least. But if we kill one, we're taking... Sure. Oh, no. Please don't Ruckus the Nemesis. Just please don't Ruckus the Nemesis. Don't do it. Okay, that's good. Targeting the one on the left. Alright, well, here's all I can do. So 3, 6, 9, 12. That's a lot. That's a lot. So we have to draw Sheltered, I think. Yeah, we have to draw Sheltered right now. It has to be this turn. It simply can't be anything else. Sheltered. Shelter me, please. I forgot to switch scenes. My bad. That is not a Sheltered by Ghosts. Is there a way that we're not dead? I don't want to move the equipment. The way that we're not dead is if they have no spells. Surely they have no spells, right? Alright, go. Alright, 2 lands, please. 2 lands, Marcus. Come on. Come on. I guess we can also beat a Swift Spear. Well, we can beat that. That doesn't do anything. Okay, we're not dead. I don't know how this happened, but we're not dead. Okay. Remember when I said I couldn't beat any spells? Well, they had 2 spells in their hand, and those are the only 2 spells that I could possibly beat. So you're saying there's a chance. I mean, I could just take 7. Attacking with Nemesis. I'm taking it. So we need to draw a Axe, I think. Yeah, we have to draw Axe, I believe. Alright, big draw step. Axe, 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 Axe. I summon thee! Okay, well. That didn't work out so well, did it? Is there a way that I can fade one more draw step? Yeah, I was really hoping they would attack with Nemesis. Although I think even if they attack with Nemesis, I still can't kill them. Yeah, we have no good attacks because they just block with the Nemesis. Alright. Go. Come on, fade one more draw step. Please? Although I guess, actually, even if I faded a draw step this turn, I still might be dead. Because now they can attack with the Nemesis. Okay, it seems like they didn't fade a draw step. Let's go... Make it 2-2. Sure. Alright, so... You go here. Oh my god, this thing has Menace! I forgot that it had Menace. So, I guess you go here? You go here, you go here. So as of right now, if they have no spell, I'm taking 5. It seems like they have a spell. Of course. Why is it always Monstrous Rage, too? Restless Reef, what's that do? Yeah, I know. We make this green-white deck that never loses to Pixie, and then we just play against all domain. That's why you've got on the Blast Zone bandwagon. I mean, Blast Zone is pretty good against the versions that have Pixie, but a lot of the blue-black ones don't have as many 1-drops is the problem. I don't want to get Kaidoed. Blocking with the 1/1 kind of sucks, because Pawpatch is very good against them, but I just don't want to get Kaidoed. They probably also have Curiosity here. Play this, I guess. Astor. Yeah, Pest Control could be okay. Here's the issue with stuff like that, is when you cast Pest Control and they just respawn in town 2 of their things, like that ends up being kind of bad. I guess we do this pre-combat, because they didn't have Curiosity last turn, so they probably have a kill spell. We can't really attack with anything because they have the stupid Reef, but... yeah, we're expected, I think, to get like 4 to 6 inches. The equipment count is pretty low. There's only 14 equipments. So I don't necessarily think it's just coincidence per se, and more so that like we, well, I think about it that way, right? So it looks at 7 cards. If we have 14 equipments and you're looking at 7 cards, I feel like on average 14 should be enough. I don't know what the number is. Like, I don't know what the math looks like in terms of like, where's Frank at, but I would have to imagine it's close. I thought we don't like 3-color decks. Yeah, but I'm playing a base 3-color deck, so. Spyglass Siren. Yeah, see, they're afraid to cast their Nightmare. You know they have Nightmare, too, and they're shaking in their boots. Well, now I can't bluff Liege anymore. Duress and the Nightmare is kind of a combo. It's only 50%. Even with 14 looking at 7 cards? I mean, if those are the numbers, then yeah, it's probably just bad. Yeah, I thought it was higher than that. $11 out of 49. Right, and you're looking at 7, so you got to keep that in mind. I mean... oh, I have to get the white source into play, right? So yeah, let's do this. We could try Mabel. Mabel to give trample is nice. The Crag Flame is like, I think the most important part of Leyline Axe is the fact that it gives trample. Everything else is just kind of gravy, but you really need a lot of ways to give trample in this deck, because you can make big stuff, but you just don't have a ton of ways to give trample is the problem. So Mabel could be good at doing that. Could try it. Oh, they have cut down here. All right, how about this? How about I just go boots, equip, pass. They just flood pits my guy. It's all bad. Jim was playing the blue-black sword. If you can resolve it against Dimir, it's pretty good. I think my one issue with the blue-black sword against them is they have just like ways to bounce the sword. Like against this version specifically that has town, they can just town the sword, which kind of sucks. Ding, 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 ding. It's not looking great. I will say it is not looking great. It's a good draw. It's probably the single best draw in our deck. Huge. All right, hold. Chat, I need you to hold. Maybe it was better to equip the boots there, but I kind of have to hold this back for the Restless Reef anyways. So like no matter what, I have to play defense there. I'm at 6. It's a bit tricky. Meria. What does Meria do for me? So I can fist onto the Astor. So let's do this. It's not pretty, though. It is definitely not pretty. We could try and find a blocker off this, maybe. That sort of counts. Okay, that actually does count. Now I can attack with Astor, right? Let's go tap this for a green equip here. And then just hit with Astor and leave back 3 blockers. And then we go block Drowner, block Sanctuary, block Reef, take 4. Or 3. Okay. Hold! We're dead if they draw a town. Right? Yeah, we're dead if they draw a town. They just town 2 blockers, I block here, and I take 7. I mean, if they don't draw a town, we might be in an okay spot, though. This is close. Alright, I'm taking 3. They could have drawn just 1 kill spell for the Astor, I guess. Which I think... Yeah, I mean, if they have a kill spell, we're dead, but... Oh, but I have Plaza. Wait, I forgot about the Plaza. Okay, question. How much toughness do they have? 4, 7, 8, 9. So 6, 7, 14. 14 minus 9 is 5. Plus the rest is 8. Right, it's more than 8. 5, 9, 12, 14. Well, 13 if I move the boots. So I guess I just move the boots and send everything, right? I guess I might as well Meria because it's free. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What if I... Maybe Animating Bivouac is good, because I can Animate Bivouac and still hold up Plaza with Meria. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go red, white, colorless, animate. It does, but if I cast the Leyline... If I cast the Leyline, I don't think I can hold up Plaza too, can I? I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have enough to go cast Axe and hold up Plaza. Maybe I would, though. Maybe I miscounted my mana. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, and then... Yeah, okay, I would have exactly enough left over to Plaza. Is that better? I guess axing up the Meria is probably better. Yeah, okay. I mean, this is still lethal if they have nothing. It's a pretty good 5 backsell, Dozer. No, there's no Basilisk Scholar. Hold. Yes! We have finally successfully defeated the Hopeless Nightmare deck. Like 2 Mabels. Is Kutzil bad? Kind of indifferent on this card. How good was this card for Jim? I feel like he was pretty high on it now. He had 3. I don't know how I feel about it, though. It seems good in some spots. 4th Chainsaw is kind of nice, too. So, Pickaxe out, Flail out. What if he did 1 Collar, 1 Crag? What do you think about that? And play this with 60. Keep the Kutzils. This is the other card that I'm not sure about, the Batterfist. It is nice that it creates a body. So it like being sort of a 2-for-1, giving you the body and the equipment is nice. So it's probably okay. But it is kind of medium. It's not the most impactful card. Could try a Tools main deck too. Let's see how this goes. I've kept a hand without white mana. Well, I'll draw White Source. Ooh, okay. Did not draw a White Source. Yeah, I mean, the Pixie deck is fun to play, but boy, is it miserable to play against. Yeah, it seems like Cage. That's the other big thing about Pawpatch too, is it gives you another way to get trample, which you don't have a ton of. Oh, Skynight Squire, huh? I see what you're doing. Guess I take that. Now what? I guess I just axe the Pawpatch. Yeah. Alright, I'm in. Offer the trade. I think that trade's good for me. I can't imagine they would take that trade. The Salvager. It's a big squire. Moderately large squire has entered the building. 3, 6. They have 7 toughness. 7 toughness, huh? Tricky spot. I'm gonna do this. I mean, they could send everything on it, but if they do that, then they just lose all their creatures. So they can't really afford to do that. They probably just have to take 8. Oh, right, they can do this. Yeah, I kind of forgot they could just do that. Oh. Well. They could also just chump block. Base, hello? That couldn't have been what you wanted to do. I did see TikTok is back. The real question is, though, is Marvel Snapback? I still have not heard word from chat whether or not Marvel Snap is back yet. That's all I care about. I just want to Snap again. What happened to Snap? So Snap was the same developers as, or yeah, I think the same developers or same company as TikTok. So they also removed Snap. Yeah, it was by the same company as TikTok. I think it was the same owners or something. Yeah, they're both owned by ByteDance. So yeah, TikTok got it, or Snap got Axe too. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 toughness. And I have 6 double strike trample. 3, 4, 5, 4, 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. So they can block with these 3 and go to 1 and keep this. Oh, that's a good point. It would trigger if something dies in combat with first strike. Yeah, that's a very good point. I'm just trying to think if I should send these as well. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't actually know what happened. I just saw a thing on Twitter that that Snap was down, and I thought it was funny. That's all. I don't know if there's any truth to it or anything, but okay. So if they do this, they go to 1. Sure. First strike damage. Go to 4. And then I guess we can Meria next turn, maybe? I'm not sure we can kill them next turn, that was the thing. Next rotation is September, bluish-green. Oh, right. I could have put the Meria into play this turn. That would have been a lot better, yeah. And then I would have 6 mana next turn to equip both. Yeah, you're right. I should have played the Meria that turn. You're right. I forgot about that. I forget that this like just gives you a discount on the turn that you play it. That is kind of nice. The Meria is kind of sick. I've been pretty impressed with this card. So now what? They're at 4? So this is free. I might as well just play it, because I'm getting 3 mana back from the Meria. This is minus 1 mana. So I can go do this. And then I still have 3 to equip. Oh, you wanted to play the Kemba that turn? I guess I could have played the Kemba off the Plaza. So I could have gone 1, 2, 3, Meria, 1, 2, Kemba, equip this, then then boots the Kemba. Hey, you're right. I mean, this is still fine, right? Here, equip this. I think this is fine. Yeah. And I could have equipped the boots too. Meria does some cool shit. Yeah, I think I could have killed them that turn. Or I could have made a lethal Kemba. This should still be fine. Like we're gonna get the trade-off for a lot of their stuff, yeah. Okay, so what do we want against Cage? Torch good. Sheltered good. Loran good. Kutzil out. Crag out. And Jorkadeen out. Cut one fist. Yeah, it's next year. Okay, that's kind of what I thought. Ah. Stupid tap lands. Still keeping this. Meria, we'll see you next time. Okay, elf dead. Bolt the bird. Bird successfully bolted. What's our record with this deck right now? Sky Knight Squire. Huh. Guess we do this. Cage with no creatures, huh? Can live with that. Oh yeah, it's insane. This is going to be like the single biggest standard ever. It's going to be a massive standard. Untap won't load for me. We're 2-6? Oh, that's not good. 2-6. I thought we won more than 2 matches. Toby, huh? Toby secured. Just gonna do this main phase. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, it is kind of very similar to Extended, right? Like the very, very last Extended format before they retired it, it was essentially just bigger Standard. It was like Standard plus an extra 3 years, right? And that's essentially what we have now. Because Standard's going to be, what, 4 years big? 5 years big? No, it's 4, I think. But I mean, even in that case, it's still going to be more sets per year on average, right? Because we're now getting 6 sets a year, so it's going to be massive, which is a good and a bad thing, you know. It definitely has its pluses. Aw. You know, I really don't want to shelter the Toby. What if I just did this? -2? You feel like it's mostly bad? Why do you say that? I mean, bigger card pool is more options, but it also makes it a lot harder to metagame because the number of playable decks is going to be so much higher, and it does sort of introduce a little bit of risk for like specific card interactions. So like, you know, a card printed 4 years ago interacts with this brand new card from today in this weird way that, you know, we never thought about before. So like there is some of that too. But as long as there's nothing super broken, then like that aspect is kind of cool. Like I think a big part of that, like a good example of that was the Legends deck from last year. That deck was cool as hell. With like, will they target that? All right, one here. With like Slowgurk and like all the channel lands and stuff. And a deck like that wouldn't have been possible in like right after rotation, you know. That's a deck that requires a very, very, very large card pool for it to be good. Yeah, I guess having Kaido around for that long maybe is a little annoying. If there are cards like that that are just so meta warping, specifically Kaido is a great example of that. Where it's like the entire format has to like build itself around one particular card. I could buy that argument. You're 9? 9. I don't know if this play is right. Because I'm going to let them trade for the Pawpatch. I could also just not attack. But then, if I don't attack, they can make a big Pawpatch next turn. I'll just send both. If they want to block the elf, I'm down. Because then we just have a big Trampler next turn. Like, they can block elf and go to 1, but then how do they survive this next turn? I guess the way they survive is draw Sheltered by Ghosts. Which, if they block elf and draw Sheltered, like, we're in a bad spot. Double Chainsaw. Vroom, 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 vroom. Now they can trade Prairie for Elf. Good game. You got a Prairie! You weren't dead, Base. Come on. You could have at least traded. Come on, Base.